13 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell high and trade away this week. The first guy is Freddy Peralta of the Milwaukee Brewers. So Peralta, he's having a great season, no doubt about it. He's the Brewers' former top prospect many seasons ago, and this year he's getting things going. He's pitching well, and he's been a player that's one of the better starters in all of fantasy baseball in the season. 87 innings, 7-2 record, 39 hits, 21 earned runs, 8 homers, 37 walks, a whopping 122 strikeouts, a 2.17 ERA, and an 0.87 whip with 9 quality starts in the last couple weeks here for Peralta. 19 innings, 1-1 record, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, 8 walks, 24 strikeouts, a 1.89 ERA, and an 0.84 whip. He starts on the last couple weeks. So Peralta, he's going out there every fifth day, and he's mowing teams down. He's getting outs, and this Brewer team's in first place right now, behind Corbin Burns, obviously, and Freddy Peralta. But I don't think Peralta's going to keep it up this season, where that ERA is going to be in the low 2s to mid 2s. I just think the way he's gotten hit over the last few years, that teams are going to start picking it up once again and get things going. The only real legit thing for me here with Peralta is he's going to have a high strikeout rate, no doubt about it. Like I said, with 122 in 87 innings so far this season. So the last few outings for Peralta, June 22nd at Arizona in that game, 6 innings, got the win, 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts, 0.83 whip and a quality start. And then June 28th versus the Cubs, 6 innings, no decision, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 3 ERA, a 1 whip, and a quality start. So right here, he's been mowing it down. He's been getting easy outs, and his next outing will probably be at the Pittsburgh Pirates later in the week. Here's Peralta. But right now, while his value's at an all-time high and at peak value, this is a perfect time. I would look to trade Peralta and get either a top hitter, or you could even get maybe 2 starting pitchers for him. So he's the first pitcher I would sell high this week. The second pitcher is Atlanta Braves, Charlie Morton. He's totally turned things around here over the last few weeks for the Braves and fantasy owners who kept them or picked them up in the last 3-4 weeks. So on the season for Morton, 86 2/3, 7-3 record, 69 hits, 36 earned runs, 8 homers, 29 walks, 100 strikeouts, a 3.74 ERA, and a 1.13 whip with 7 quality starts on the season for Morton. And the last couple weeks for him, 20 2/3, 2-0 record, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, a homer, 3 walks, 25 strikeouts, a 1.31 ERA, and an 0.58 whip with 3 quality starts. So Morton, he was on an impressive 20 2/3 scoreless streak before James McCann hit a 3-run homer off of him in yesterday's ball game of the New York Mets. But right now, it was a great streak, no doubt about it, for Morton. And this Brave team as a whole, their starting pitching's been starting to pitch better over the last few weeks, but I don't think Morton's going to keep it up. And right now that the streak's broken, this is a perfect time to deal him off here, because I think you got the best you can out of Charlie Morton in fantasy baseball. And he's a player with the last few games, even last night's game, where he went 6 innings, 3 runs, I could sell off and get something of decency, or even package him with someone else for a great player. So the last few games, June 17th versus St. Louis, 7 2/3, got the win, 3 hits, 7 Ks, no runs given up, 0.39 whip and a quality start. June 22nd at the Mets, 7 innings, got the win, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 11 Ks, 0.43 whip and a quality start. And June 29th, like I mentioned, versus the Mets yesterday, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, a homer, a walk, 7 Ks, a 4.5 ERA, and a 1 whip with a quality start. So Morton, he's going out there, he's pitching good. But right now, I think after this scoreless streak is ended, he's going to be a mediocre to a poor pitcher the next few weeks here for fantasy owners. And right now is a perfect time to sell Morton off and sell him high this week here. Next pitcher I would look to sell high and trade off this week's Adam Wainwright of the St. Louis Cardinals. So Wainwright, he's been pitching good this season for a guy with a lot of wear and tear and miles on his arm here for the St. Louis Cardinals. But I don't know how much longer he's going to keep up his Wainwright. And on the season for him so far, 92 2/3, 6-5 record, 78 hits, 37 earned runs, 12 homers, 26 walks, 92 strikeouts, a 3.59 ERA, and a 1.12 whip with 9 quality starts on the season here for Adam Wainwright. In the last couple weeks here, he's been pitching well, 13 innings, 2-0 record, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer, 4 walks, 19 strikeouts, a 1.38 ERA, a 1 whip, and 2 quality starts. So right here, he's in a NL Central. That's not the greatest of divisions. You got a couple good teams. Obviously, the Brewers who win first. Chicago Cubs, they can hit the baseball decently. The Pirates, they've been a little bit surprising than I thought. I thought they'd be totally a horrible team, but at least they're competing a little. And then you got the Cincinnati Reds. But right now, Adam Wainwright, the last 5 outings here, he's gone 6 innings or deeper in his ball games, and I don't know how much longer that is going to hold up for Wainwright and fantasy owners who own him. So the last few outings for him, June 14th versus Miami, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks, a 3 ERA, a 1.17 whip, and a quality start. June 20th at the Braves, 7 innings, got the win, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 11 Ks, 1.29 ERA, 0.86 whip, and a quality start. And then June 26th versus the Pirates, 6 innings, got the win, 1 earned run, 6 hits, a homer, giving up a walk, 8 Ks, a 1.50 ERA, and a 1.17 whip with the quality start. So he's going out there, he's mowing teams down, he's pitching good, no doubt about it, is Wainwright. But right now, I don't think he's going to have these numbers when it's all said and done this season and be sustainable as well at this high of a level. And his next outing is July 1st at the Rockies, and we'll see what he does there. But right now, if a good offer's out there for you giving up Wainwright and you get good value for him, this is definitely the time to do it. The next pitcher is Herman Marquez of the Colorado Rockies. So Herman Marquez, he came a couple outs away last night of throwing a no-hitter versus the Bucks in a complete game 1-hitter, obviously, on the season, 99 in a third, 7-6 record. 78 hits, 40 earned runs, 7 homers, 40 walks, 94 strikeouts, 3.65 ERA, a 1.19 whip, and 11 quality starts, which is up there amongst the league leaders this season. In the last couple of weeks from Marquez, he's been lights out, 23 innings, 3-0 record, 4 hits, 1 earned run, a homer, 4 walks, 14 Ks, and 0.39 ERA. 0.35 whip, and 3 quality starts. So Marquez, he's going out there, and he's been one of the best pitchers in fantasy baseball within the last month here. And he's going the last 2 outings, 8 innings he went, and then 9. But right now, I don't think it's sustainable for him. Obviously, his home ballpark is Coors Field, where that ball flies, that ball carries, and that Rocky team just isn't that good either here. So right now, Marquez, the last 3 outings, June 17th, versus the Brewers, 6 innings, got the win, 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks, 0.67 whip, and a quality start. June 23rd at the Mariners, 8 innings, got the win, 2 hits, 1 earned run, a homer, 7 Ks, a 1.13 ERA, 0.25 whip, and a quality start. And then, like I mentioned yesterday, the complete game shutout, 1 hitter with a walk, 5 Ks, 0.22 whip, and a quality start. So right now, Marquez, after coming off a huge game versus the Pirates yesterday, and the last 2 outings before that, his value is way up there that I think you could get a top 10, top 20 hitter right now in a 1-for-1 deal for Marquez. And I just don't think, like I mentioned, Marquez is going to keep this up, and he's a perfect sell-high candidate this week with the Rockies struggling this season and with this home ballpark. This is a classic guy to trade off and get great value for. In the 5th and final pitcher I look to sell high and trade away this week's Pablo Lopez of the Miami Marlins on the season, 91 innings, 4-4 record, 76 hits, 29 earned runs, 9 homers, 22 walks, 94 strikeouts, a great 2.87 ERA, 1.08 whip, and 9 quality starts in the last couple weeks for him, 13 innings, 2-0 record, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer, a walk, 16 Ks, a 1.38 ERA, and 0.26 whip, 0.62 division, obviously, Lopez. That's not going to be a good factor for him when it's all said and done with the Met, Phillies, Braves, and Nationals. And then the other thing, this Miami team, they're the worst team in the division. They don't score many runs, even though the last 2 outings for Lopez, their offense has exploded. But in general this season, they're not scoring many runs. And Lopez, I don't think he's going to keep it up this season where the ERA is going to be a 2.87 the rest of the way. Last season it was a 3.61, and I could see it being that range or a 4, which is still pretty good, but right now I think he's pitching over his head a little as Lopez, and I don't see him keeping it going. The last few outings, June 13th versus Atlanta, 3 innings, got the loss, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, 2 walks, 2 Ks, 12 ERA, 2.67 with. June 19th at the Cubs, 7 innings, got the win, 1 hit, no runs, 7 Ks, 0.14 ERA and a quality start. And June 25th versus the Nats, 6 innings, got the win, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, a homer, a walk, 9 Ks, 3 ERA, 1.17 whip and a quality start. So right here, Lopez, he's pitching good, no doubt about it. And right now, he's a perfect sell-high candidate, in my opinion, because more division battles are going to come up for him. And I just can't see him being sustainable at a 2.87 ERA. So right now, if you could get a good hitter or a pitcher or two in a deal for Lopez, to do it. And that's a few pitches I'd look to sell high and trade away here in Week 13 of the fantasy baseball season.